Gencon 2023, we're back again, and didn't a year go fast? Now, what is Gencon? Look, Gencon is the #1 board gaming convention in the US, held in Indianapolis, but it's pretty much the best gaming convention in the entire world. It's that damn good. So let's go check out one of my top 20 most anticipated games from Gencon 2023. Let's do it. And the way we're going to do this is from my most anticipated game on Gencon all the way to, well, there's still my most anticipated, but it's just the least most anticipated. Anyway, you know what I mean. But we're going to start off with a cheeky bonus entry here, and we're going straight into a bit of old school Katan, but it's an expansion, Katan Soccer Fever Scenario. I know nothing about this. All I know is I know Katan, I know soccer. Somehow they've put it together. This is one of the most ridiculous expansions I think I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. I just need to know more about this. Look at this little sheep with soccer balls. I don't know. Katan, soccer. Anyway, let's get into my most anticipated. And if you know me, look, I love me some Iki. Iki, look, it's just standard medium weight Euros, but it really sings to me. And Iki is one of those games where, I don't know, as soon as I played it, I loved the art. I loved the game style. And I thought, you know what? I want more of that. And I want an expansion called Iki Akebono. I want to know more about this. So in this game now, we're moving from the markets of Japan, so it's old school Japan here, and we're going to the Nihonbashi Bridge, and we're going to have a bit more sort of, market fare coming in via the boats there. Just more Iki, that's all I want. It's just more of the same. So there we go, Iki Akebono. And one thing I want to notice here, have a look at my next most anticipated. One of the same artists and also the same publisher. So I want more of Iki, and I'm going to get this through this Zhanguo. Anyway, look, Zango, look, another game, similar sort of, I don't know, maybe similar sort of theme, but definitely similar sort of looking, and I guess that's because of the same artist. Now, let's have a look here. Look, again, don't know too much about it. That's why these are my most anticipated. I don't know much about it. All I know is it looks like a medium weight Euro, and it looks like something that I would really enjoy. So, there we go. Zhanguo. Okay, my #2 most anticipated. Now we're going into a heavy hitter, and we're going Perseverance episodes 3 and 4. Now I have episodes 1 and 2 up there, and both of them absolute crackers. So these are now more heavyweight Euros. And what's happened is we're on a deserted island. We were on this cruise ship, and the cruise ship crashed, and we found ourselves on this deserted island. We're just trying to survive. But the problem is there's a whole bunch of dinosaurs there, and it's this weird sort of almost fantasy island. And now what's happening is in episodes 3 and 4, we've established our city on the island. So look, no one's coming to rescue us. No one cares anymore. We're long lost. So we've established this city. And what's happening is we're now taming some of those dinosaurs, and we're like going out dino riding and things like that. No pictures on this, but it just sort of says it here. The one thing to know is it's actually 2 separate games. So that in each episode, it's a whole separate game. So they're talking about here episode 3. So that's the first one they're talking about there. Yep, we've got a couple more, we got 2 more dinosaurs there. So that I'm pumped about. Look, Perseverance has the best components of any game in my collection, hands down. So that's why I am super pumped for Perseverance. Castaway Chronicles 3 and 4. That's a mouthful. Next most anticipated, Arborea. Now, again, I don't know how you say these things. Arborea, who knows? Anyway, the one thing I noticed is when I saw this, it screamed Bitoku for me. And I love Bitoku. I love those bright colors, those fantastical creatures and the mythical legends behind them all. And this is sort of more of it. Now, I don't think it's the same people, but anyway, it just sort of screams Bitoku. And so I want to know more about it. Look how pretty this is. Let's blow this up here. Again, bright colors. Maybe some people might not like it, but I love it. I love all of those different spots that I can just see myself just, my mind ticking over, because I want to know more about this and how I'm going to sort of get the most, most points and all the different areas. And look, I just get absolutely excited for this sort of stuff. So there we go, Arborea. Now, what I want to talk about here, Alley Cat Games. Look, Alley Cat Games is a publisher I really love. I've got Dice Hospital, Autobarn, Chocolate Factory. Now, Chocolate Factory made into my top 20 of all time. I'm loving what Alley Cat Games does, and that's another reason why I want to get this Arborea. I really want to get my hands on it. Anyway, let's move on. Barcelona. Now, these are, again, more sort of probably the heavier weight, medium to heavyweight Euros. And what we have with Barcelona here is we have more Denny Garcia. Denny Garcia was the designer of Arbor Area. So I don't know anything about Denny, but look, two games that I'm super interested in. The other reason why I'm interested in Barcelona is because of the publisher, Board and Dice. Now let's have a look at what Board and Dice have done before. Tiaquan, oh god, oh look, I'm just going to give up on these names. They're the most ridiculous T names ever, but I have Tekenyu. I love Tekenyu. I've played Zolkin. Look, I've played a lot of these games. I've played Tiaquan. Anyway, look, I can't say them, but I love them, and I love everything that Board and Dice has pumped out in the past. Yato, look, I really want to get my hands on that. Look, anyway, so much stuff, so much awesome stuff, and that's why I'm interested in Barcelona. Now, Barcelona, look, it is just going to be more of that sort of medium, I guess medium to heavyweight Euro, I'm assuming, but again, these are my jam. This is my sort of games, and there we go, just more pictures of it. I just want to know about Barcelona. I want to play it. So there we go. Let's move on. So Board and Dice, here we go. Pampero. Now, I reckon this is the last of my heavy games. This is probably going to be the most heaviest game on my most anticipated list. Pampero. Now, we are in, let me just read it. It's going to be easier to read it. We are no natural resources. Government Uruguay is concerned about the country's dependence on imported fossil fuels. Look, we can all relate to that. This is the world we live in right now. So now they're going into a wind energy program. Hence the little, well, they're not little, the big wind turbines there. Anyway, look, a very heavyweight Lacerda-like game. Now, when I say Lacerda-like, there's a reason why it's Lacerda-like. Oh mate, Julian Pombo here, look at that. If that's not one of the most sexiest men I think I've ever seen in the board gaming industry, that is sultry. Ooh. Anyway, old Julian there, he loves himself a bit of Lacerda action, and because he has been the designer, Mercado de Lisboa, he's also done a solo mode, Lisboa, done a solo mode in CO2. I have all these games, absolutely love them all, and he also did playtesting for pretty much everything else. Look, oh mate, obviously best friends with Lacerda. I love Julian, mainly because he's a sexy beast there, but he also designed some great games. Next one, Race to the Raft. Now, up there, Isle of Cats, I don't even know why I'm pointing, you can't see that. Anyway, Isle of Cats is up there on my shelf, and Isle of Cats, Frank West, he has created himself a world here with some of the most cutest little artwork. Look, cats. It was cats on a boat before. Now the cats need to be rescued and they need to go to on a raft. Cooperative game. Interesting. Cooperative path building, tile placement, social puzzle board game. This game includes 81 scenarios. So you're working together, trying to get through each of these scenarios. It sounds fascinating. It sounds something that is perfect for my family. And that is why this is so anticipated. Have a look at this. Just more tile laying. I get it. I'm feeling the vibes on this one. Tabriz, another game I'm feeling the vibes on. Tabriz. Now, the reason I like Tabriz, Randy Flynn. Randy Dandy, he's decided themselves, where is it? Cascadia. Randy Flynn did an amazing job with Cascadia, and look, now we're going into the markets. Where are we? The Persian markets. City of Tabriz. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's why otherwise it'd be a stupid name if it wasn't in the city of Tabriz. Now, what we're going to do is we are looking at this. Look, there we go. Again, beautiful Euro. It looks amazing. But let's go actually back to what it actually says about Tabriz. All I know is this was on Kickstarter. Didn't back it. I'm going to wait for it to hit retail because I'm backing less and less Kickstarters now. I don't know. Kickstarters, they're feeling more and more dodgy by the day. Anyway, and they're getting more and more expensive. Okay, weave and sell luxurious carpets in the bustling Persian market city of Tabriz. Field commissions for the commoners. I don't know. I just want some Tabriz. So let's move on. What do we got next? Oh, here we go. Obviously, I've lined this up pretty well. Cascadia Landmarks, the expansion to Cascadia. Now, realistically, it probably shouldn't be this high, but I just put it next to Tabriz because of the old Randy Flynn connection. But look, the cover looks amazing. Best Sobel artwork there. But the one thing I'm a little bit disappointed with, I don't know, I wanted more animals. It doesn't feel like just reading all that, there's more animals on there. I don't know, there's more habitat tiles. I guess there's just more of Cascadia, but I don't know. Look, I'm interested. I love Cascadia, so yeah, there we go. Okay, let's move on. This one, I know nothing about this. Absolutely know nothing about the designer, know nothing about the publisher. All I know is they're called Da Vinci Summing Games. Anyway, DV Games there. But look at this cover art. Let's see if I can bring this up. Here we go. It is absolutely stunning, that cover, and that drew my eye into this game. So when I was going through all the games, I'm thinking, what am I actually interested in? Look, there's a whole bunch I know about. Then there's a few here I know nothing about it, but all I know is that cover, if I saw that in a retail shop, I'm picking it up. So Bonsai. Cards, cool, some tiles there. I'm intrigued. Again, know nothing, can't comment on it, but love the artwork. And yeah, I want to know more about Bonsai. So there we go, that's Bonsai. Next one, Great Western Trail, New Zealand. So get out your chili bin, and what we're going to do is we're going to go rescue some sheep. I don't know, I don't even know. But Great Western Trail, it's a classic. It's a bloody good game. And what we're doing is they've branched out. I think there was Argentina, now New Zealand. This time, you are a run holder. That is the owner of a sheep station. Plenty of sheep in New Zealand. Let me tell you that. So on the South Island, New Zealand, at the end of the 19th century, recent years, farming, blah, 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 sheep, sheep, sheep. And then down here, must acquire new and improved breeds of sheep. That got me thinking. I remember a story, and look, just a bit of, Hogs loves giving you a bit of facts here. The life of Dolly. Does anyone else remember this? Or are you too young? I don't know, maybe I'm just old. But this was the first sheep that they genetically just created. It was unbelievable story at the time, an unbelievable story. Do yourself some, just be smarter and look up Dolly the sheep. Amazing story. Anyway, I don't know why I got down that track, but there, Great Western Trail, New Zealand. Let's have a look at a few of the pictures here. That is a good looking sheep in the back there. And there we go. Oh, look, more Great Western Trail. Awesome theme, awesome country. And there we go. Sheep instead of cows. I love it. So maybe that one should have even been a bit higher. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Fit to print. Now, I actually did back this on Kickstarter. I was saying before, I don't back many more. I did back this one, Fit to Print. So Peter McPherson, Ian O'Toole, Flat Out Games. Come on, you got me right there. That's everyone I absolutely love. And Fit to Print, puzzly tile line game about breaking news with critters. I love critter games. So Fit to Print, you got me. You well done, guys. You got me. So the charming woodland world created by Ian O'Toole. It sounds amazing. But the thing that's interesting about this is you can play this in like hectic mode, like crazy mode, where, let me just see if I can file on here. Place simultaneously, collect newspaper tiles, stacking them on the desk until you think you have what you need. Then you yell layout, then you do more stuff, then you yell out print, just hectic mode. Or you can play it slow. This is a family mode. I reckon this game is going to be almost perfect for everyone. Your families, you can play it slow, enjoy the puzzly nature with the kids, or you can go hectic with your games group. You can just play this with your partner. Fit to print. I am damn excited. Okay, let's move on. Emerge, another one that I know nothing about. Well, I know Pandasaurus Games, know nothing about the artist. Doesn't even have a designer on there. Well, why does it have no designer? Has this not been designed? Anyway, whatevs. But again, we go into the artwork is what actually got me excited about this. So new islands have emerged from the ocean, and as scientists, you must research the new developing ecosystems present there. Watch the islands on the board grow in 3 dimensions as you learn more about them. This sounds fascinating. And here we go. Emerge. Let's see if I can I zoom in a bit more? There we go. Look, there's a whale there. I love the fact that the islands are growing. Competitive strategy game. Just so much for me to love. And I think if this is a game that the kids could get into, maybe the older kids, look, they would love this theme. It's wholesome. I love it. So let's move on to the next one. Now, talking about the kids, I chucked this one in. Now, look, for me, maybe I'm not, most anticipated, but I reckon the kids are going to really like this. And Keymaster Games. Keymaster Games has brought to us parks, trails, Cape of Europe. Both parks and Cape of Europe made into my top 20 of all time. So Keymaster Games, look, I'm going to say it. I love you guys. I'm confident in my sexuality. I love you, Keymaster Games. Now, Keymaster Games, Scott Holmes. I mean, look, again, we're just ticking all the boxes here. The game, I don't know about it. It's going to be a quick little dice game. It looks funky, looks different, but I just know my kids, and I know they're going to absolutely love something like this. What else? Let's see if I can get any more photos here. Let's go back this way. Yeah, it comes in a little tube. Again, look, kids would love it. Anything from Keymaster Games I want to play. And so there we go. Chicken. Now, Couture. Okay, I've actually got 2 here. Couture and Big Top. So we'll go back and have a look at Big Top in a second. But they're both from the same publisher. All play don't know anything about All Play. This is some, these are both Japanese designers, so I'm going to assume it's a Japanese publisher. Just throwing it out there, maybe. Anyway, Couture, fashion industry. Look at Pret-a-Porter. I love Pret-a-Porter. This sounds like could be like a lighter version, maybe a bit more of a card game. What do we got here? Endgame bonuses, hand management, open drafting. I'm excited. No pictures, but I like the cover art. I'm interested. I'm getting a big fan of Japanese games now. So look, I don't know. I just want to know more about this one, Couture. And here's the stablemate Big Top. So a bit more on this one. There's actually some pictures. Looks like a lighter weight. Looks like a family game. Again, another Japanese designer there. Come one all, Big Tops. Look, we love circuses here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some pictures. Yep. Look, cards. Looks like it's quite a small box game. There we go. I don't know anything about Big Top or Couture, but they're two I'm actually interested in, and hopefully we can get some of these games in Australia. Would be amazing. Next one, Colourfield. So again, maybe towards the end of my list here are the ones I just don't know much about. Look, I saw the cover and went, interesting cover. Let's click more. And it got me thinking, I was just feeling those sort of canvas vibes a little bit, a bit of this sort of, artwork here. And have a look at some of the pictures. Looks pretty simple. It looks like these tiles, you've got to match up colors, things like that. Puzzly sort of game. And these are the sort of games I know my partner would love. So that was why I was intrigued, because I thought this is a game I could play with my partner. Hopefully it plays at 2 players. Yeah, 2 to 4. Look, I think this is just something lightweight. Look, the kids could have fun with this as well. Yeah, Colourfield. I don't have anything more to say except it's about art. I know the kids and my partner would love it, so sure, Colourfield. Okay, we're getting towards the end of the list now, so bear with me if you stayed this long. Look, firstly, thank you. You guys are legends, and you girls are legends. And I don't know if the dog's watching. You are a legend as well. So thank you so much for keep watching this. Make the difference. Only 6.9. It's gonna be worried, but this is an Oink game. Now, Oink games, very small box games, just stuff maybe you can go camping with. But what interested me about this one is this is like when you read the newspaper. Look, okay, I'm showing my age here. I don't even know if anyone even reads a newspaper anymore, but you had the old spot the difference in them. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe there might have been a balloon in one photo, but not in the other, and then you circle it. This is this in a board game. Like, I don't know. Again, I'm intrigued. It's exactly that, except you're drawing those differences. Seems fascinating. So I noticed there was a Dice Tale review. I must go watch that. So there you go. I don't know anything about Make the Difference, but being an Oink game, I'm intrigued, so I want to know more. Next one, Miller Zoo. Miller Zoo is by Randolph. Randolph is a Canadian board game cafe company. And I was like, I don't understand it. And all of a sudden, obviously, they're into publishing now. And that is amazing. And I love my Canadian brethren. They're just, well, my partner's Canadian, so I'm biased. So I've got to say that. And especially when I went to Montreal, I got to go to a Randolph cafe. Absolutely loved it. Shout out to Randolph. Now, Miller Zoo, here we go. This looks very much a lightweight kids game, family game. Zoos, kids are going to love it. Interested in the publisher. Just, again, I would like to know more about this when I go to Canada next. Going to go to Canada at the end of the year. Let's see if I can get myself a copy of some of this. So, Miller Zoo. 2 more to go here. Forbidden Jungle. Now, we have Forbidden Desert over there. Forbidden Desert comes in this little tin, a cooperative game. This looks like just more of it. Matt Leacock, Matt Leacock. Do I even need to say? Surely you know. Anyway, Matt Leacock there, Forbidden Jungle, new one in that series. It's been a while since they released one, I think. So in Forbidden Jungle, crash land on a mysterious jungle planet. You need to work together to survive, search the ruins of an abandoned outpost. Look, this sounds exactly like Forbidden Desert. Hopefully there's a few tweaks in there, but I'm super interested. So Forbidden Jungle. And here we go. Lucky last. Call of Duty, the board game. Now, I don't think in a million years I'd ever buy this. I don't like minis games. This is a minis game, but I love the IP, Call of Duty IP. I've spent endless amount of hours playing that. It's more when I was a bit younger, but you know, I'd love to see what they do with this, and hopefully don't stuff it up. I mean, that's an IP that I love. Don't stuff it, please. So Call of Duty, the board game, it's going to be a minis game. Look, no pictures, you just know the sort of game it's going to be. So, but I'm interested. Like I said, I will probably never buy it, but I'm definitely interested to see how it plays, how they turn that IP into this board game. Coming out next year, I'm going to assume it's going to be a massive Kickstarter, probably earning, you know, millions of dollars and stuff. And I don't know. I'm so intrigued. Anyway, that's everything. That's my entire list. They are my top 20, I guess, / 21 games that I'm anticipating for Gencon 2023. Look, let me know in the comments below, out of these top 21, which one of these games intrigues you the most? Which is the one you want to see the most? You want to see it demoed? You want to see more about it? You want to see more news about it? You want to see more pictures? You let me know in the comments below. And if you're just, you know, nice people, feel free to subscribe. Kind of love the subscription. I am so close to 1,000 LA. Like, we're that close. We're like a fly's dick away from 1,000. Like, we are so close. So how about getting on board, support Board Game Bangers? Anyway, that's all I have. Till next time, I'm Hogs. This is Board Game Bangers. Laters.